work that we do is so heavily informed by where we come from. The spirituality, the mythology, the literature from India, but also our experience as Americans being exposed to artists from so many different genres and seeing how our work can meet and meaningfully converse together.
No matter how many years I have lived here, I am an Indian deep inside. For Aparna, she went to school here, she went to college here. Her friends are all American. She knows American life. Both of them live in her and she uses them in her creativity.
There are many layers of inspiration for me in creating this piece. The last few years I've been thinking a lot about how culture and ritual are communicated through family, through generations. Those concepts of what we choose to pass on and what we choose to leave behind. How does culture change and morph and shift and realign? Similarly to that, the idea of lineage. Where do we come from? And when I say intergenerational conversation, it doesn't have to just be family. It can be, where does this art form come from historically, but also personally, where does it come from? And my relationship with my teacher is very important to me.
There's something about the history, the feeling that this is connected to something that's been going on for a long time. But then there's also the very current nature of it, that you're making this now, right, this very moment, and relating to people who are alive right now.
We do come from this ancient form with these strong roots, but the form has changed and evolved.
It has come down as a living tradition over millennia. It has come down as like a river, accepting many tributaries of change, but retaining some essential character.
There's something very potent about that thread to our past.
So while it has this ancient history, it's not the same. It is always evolving and changing, which is the definition of contemporary.
What we are creating now has found its place in this fabric of American dance. We are weaving a pattern in it. We are leaving a mark.
So the work that we do with RAJNA does use Carnatic classical music, but often works with other classes and music, other musical genres also. We find the percussions are the way we weave together, the way we bring it together on stage, the way we choreograph, all of that is something.
We would never say, oh, let's forget about that rule because it doesn't work for us. We'll say, well, how can we make sure that we adhere to that and honor that and are still expressive within ourselves.
They have managed to retain the essence of the form, the vocabulary and the technique, but they have also made it relevant to this multicultural society which is America.
I think it was so important to meet a group of women who are in this land of in-betweens and yet so confident in where they're going and where they've come from. It's always, okay, let's honor the past and yet build upon it and go forward.
A Rose at Dawn illuminates the feminine as the powerful, as the maternal, as the ferocious, as the benevolent, as the lover, as the devotee, as the mother, as joyful.
The ritual of kolam, which is the rice flower paintings done at the threshold of the home every morning to welcome the goddess of prosperity into the home. And it is something that is passed down to her daughter and her daughter and her daughter. So use that as a symbol for this idea of passing the culture through generations and across cultures.